And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They will run with Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try to right side with Murray. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 36. Let's go. Time on. That's it.
From the 44. Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
44-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. 22. Check Bubba. 22. Check Bubba. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Shut up. Shut up.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Check. Check 43.
They just do get the playoff. Now Bridgewater. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check it back. Check it back. He's checking. Crash. Switch. Shift. Check 13.
Here's Grant. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 3. Ready, go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Push him back. Go.
Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 3rd and
88. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
319. We're pretty quiet, dude. We're pretty quiet. No,
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
No. 258. 56. Coming to you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
319. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. A give to Kamara running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's second down.
15 yards to go.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
90 seconds. I'm going to come back to you.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Grant. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
In your face.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 25. Check 25. Check. Let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Joker. Check 4, check 6.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come to my work. 42 the mic, boys. 42. 42 the mic. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Tighten up.
Where'd it go? 42's the mic. 42's the mic.
Throwing, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll run for it. This is Murray. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
at the Saints' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Set up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rabbit. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get off the field, D.
Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Thomas, the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 44, Rodgers not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He's crossing. We're doing it. Rush in. Rush in.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Bullock's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
action now. Bridgewater. Now a desperate. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Charlie.
They go back to Grant. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
50. 319. Right there. Watch the screen. 30. 319.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I'm at the switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I said no risk. But I bet you wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving shit. You liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk.